Udemy is a well-known course creation platform, but it has some limitations when it comes to earnings and building your own personal brand. And that's why in this video, I will show you 3 amazing alternatives to Udemy. And by the way, you can find the best deals to these platforms by clicking the links in the description. But first, let me show you what these platforms are and why they are better than Udemy. So as the first alternative, we have Thinkific. And I'm actually hosting and selling 2 courses on Thinkific. And I think that Thinkific is an awesome alternative to Udemy because it's actually an entirely different platform than Udemy. So Udemy is a course creation marketplace, which basically means that you end up like working for them as a freelancer. So you create a course, you push it to Udemy, and then Udemy markets it through the roofs. But the problem is that people will recall it as a course that I took on Udemy, and also the pricing options are heavily limited, which basically means that you're not going to earn a lot from your courses. So Udemy takes a cut, and also Udemy might run these flash sales, which basically means that your course might be reduced by like 90%. So if you have a $100 course, all of a sudden it might be $10, and then after all these transaction fees and cut that Udemy takes, you're only going to end up with a couple of dollars. In other words, you need like thousands or even tens of thousands of students to make anything significant from Udemy. But that is why Thinkific shines. So Thinkific is a course creation platform. So Udemy is more of like a marketplace where you put content out and they will take care of the rest. But Thinkific is a platform that your students don't really need to care about. So if you start a Thinkific course, you can design it the way you like to. You can build it on brand with your personal business and your personal brand. And also you can price it however you want to. You can run these sales and coupons at your own pace and at your own rates. And also you're basically going to keep all the earnings. So because it's just a hosting platform, there you don't have these limitations. But the only problem is that on Udemy, you have a huge audience to begin with. So you might get your first 100 students way faster than if you start on a platform like Thinkific, because basically there you need to build your audience first. So don't get me wrong, I think Thinkific is way better than Udemy when it comes to being able to scale up your business. But if you want to see a lot of customers, a lot of students, you need to build your own audience, and that will take time. So if you publish a course on Udemy, you might automatically get views and students to it because they promote it through the roofs. But if you create a course on Thinkific, you're not going to get any sales and any students unless you promote it through the roof. Then another awesome platform that is a great alternative to Udemy is LearnWorlds. Very similar to Thinkific, it allows you to host your courses. But in addition to Thinkific, it is like a complete package. So I would recommend Thinkific to people who are just looking to get started on a course creation business and that want to scale their business up. But LearnWorlds is a platform that does it all. So it's not just a course creation platform, but it also allows you to create this community. You can customize your websites, and you can even create a membership site. You can create all these things in a much more like detailed and customizable way than on a platform like Udemy or even on a platform like Thinkific. But then the downside to LearnWorlds is that, well, very similar to Thinkific, you need to build your audience because there is no built-in audience for you. So it's just a hosting platform. But then also it has all these bells and whistles. So I would say that if you want to get like the most bang for your buck, then I would go with Thinkific, especially if you're working alone and if you don't have that much marketing experience. But if you have a team, or if you have a school, or if you have a community working behind you, then LearnWorlds is a great opportunity because then all these other features and bells and whistles are going to get used because it's not just you who's working there, but it's your team that is doing all this optimization and tweaks and customizations for you. So Thinkific is a great place to sell your courses at scale. then LearnWorlds is a great place for you to sell courses at scale and also do all these other community and marketing and sales funnels related things. So it's a complete package for the more advanced users. And then last but not least, I wanted to include something that most of these other tutorials don't mention. So the third great Udemy alternative is called Khan Academy. And the idea of Khan Academy is that it is a non-profit and free platform. So you can use it for free, but you're not also going to earn anything from it. So if you want to scale up your courses, then just go with Thinkific or LearnWorlds. But if you want to create content, for example, related to mathematics, physics, chemistry, coding, then I would go with Khan Academy, because it's quite a unique platform because it allows you to create your courses by combining existing content that has been put together by these experts in the field. So instead of spending 2 weeks creating your course curriculum and contents, you can just pick and choose the best ones that you think makes most sense for your students, and that's it. Then you have your course already right there. Then you can just ask your students to join. They can join for free, and you're the instructor, so you will take care of the student progress and you will help them if they get stuck. So this is kind of the easy way, and I would say that this is more of a platform for schools that are teaching basics in mathematics and coding and stuff like that. But I wanted to include it just as a food of thought. I know that most of you are probably looking for a scalable solution, but I think that Khan Academy is awesome. Actually, I learned my mathematics and physics and coding skills partially from these Khan Academy tutorials. So that's something that I'm very grateful for, and that's why also I wanted to include it in this video, because some of you might actually find it a way better and easier solution than having to build your online course from complete scratch.